In this video, a father by the name of Ju fell into a river in Laos and was considered deceased. As a search party was formed to go look for his body, weeks upon weeks they were unsuccessful. So not knowing if he actually survived or not, with him not returning back to the village after a few weeks, his family decided to pronounce him dead and started his funeral home to free his spirit. A typical Hmong funeral home lasts for 3 days and nights. During those 2 to 3 days of service, someone plays the king, which is like a flute-like instrument made of bamboo, to help guide the deceased spirit back to his ancestral land. Along with that were also drums that were being played in the background. As this was all happening, everyone noticed there were a lot more bugs and insects around than usual. It is as if all these insects came for the funeral home. It was more bizarre when a huge Luna moth landed right on the ceiling directly above the casket. There was even a large moth that landed on the iconic ritual drums in the Hmong culture that they use for funeral home services. These drums are some of the most sacred items, as we believe each drum cultures a spirit within them. In this video, no matter how hard they beat the drums, the moth would not move. There weren't just moths around. There were grasshoppers, butterflies, ants, all kinds of insects around as people walked by, and kids even touched the butterflies and moths. As these kids would touch these butterflies and moths, they would just kind of fly off, and come right back and land on that same exact spot. So when everybody saw how strange this was, there was a lot of people in the crowd suggesting for the family to go find a shaman or a Buddhist monk this instant to come see what was going on, because this was very strange and people were kind of freaking out. So instead of doing that, the elders of the family went outside and said, "Ju, if all these insects are your friends that you took along with you here today, I want you to give us a sign." As they waited, nothing happened. So they went back inside to go get the wife to come outside and ask the same questions. As the grieving wife came outside and cried the words, "My darling, where have you gone? We miss you very much. If these insects are your friends that you took along with you here today, please give us a sign so we know that you are here with us today." All of a sudden, the Luna moth that was on the ceiling right above the casket flew down and landed on the younger brother's hand. Right then and there, they knew that this Luna moth was Ju. As the younger brother held Ju in his hands, he said, "Brother, it's really you. I know it's you. I just want to let you know that even though you are no longer here with us in this world, I won't let your wife and kids suffer, cry, or go into poverty, and make sure they are taken care of." As he got done saying this, the Luna moth then flies right back up to the same spot as before, right above the casket.
总干他还人家主路过往手来，大家都包啦啦的等待呀，大家没在多少都开车来，错都家贴错都包我了在中的地，呀冷都没接地着呢，有几呀贴有几天了，这呀还点呢呀了呢，ตัว呀了在着个啥地，这里可被打到棒的呢。
As this video came out about a decade ago, it went completely viral in the Hmong community. So I thought that I'll just translate it and share it with you guys. There are a lot of videos like this out there in the world that are spoken in a different language where you or I cannot understand what is going on, but I'm just glad I get to share this with you guys. But as these videos surface, the question opens up a world of possibilities around where the physical and the spiritual intertwine in the most fascinating ways. So stick around as we unravel the mystery of this captivating belief. Do prepare for a journey that will certainly challenge your perceptions of life, death, and the world beyond cultural beliefs and folklores that are rich with animal symbolism. So our first stop is going to be in ancient Egypt, civilization renowned for its fascination with death and the afterlife. Here we find the Anubis, the jackal-headed god of mummification, and the afterlife is often depicted as a black dog or a man with a dog's head, was believed to be guiding souls of the deceased to the afterlife. Ancient Egyptians had high regards for dogs due to their associations with this god. They often craft amulets in the shape of jackals to accompany the mummified bodies, believing it would assure their safe passage to the afterlife. Another dog that guides spirits to the afterlife is also known as the Zola. In Mexico, the Zola holds a significant role in the Day of the Dead celebrations. This hairless dog breed is revered as a psychopomp, a creature believed to assist the souls of the deceased in crossing the river that separates the world of the living from the world of the dead. From Mexico, we fly to China, where cicadas are seen as symbols of rebirth and immortality. This association stems from the cicada's life cycle, where it involves a long period of dormancy underground before they emerge, transform, and ready to begin their short adult life. Our next destination is North America, where the indigenous tribes have a rich tradition of animal symbolism in their cultures. Owls are seen as both omens of death and guardian spirits, depending on the tribe that you talk to. These nocturnal birds, with their hunting calls and piercing eyes, are believed to have a deep connection with the spirit world. In contrast, crows often associated with death and Western culture, which holds a different significance in Swedish folklore. Here they are seen as ghosts of those who have not received a Christian burial. It is clear that animals, from dogs to cicadas, are deeply woven into our beliefs about deaths and the afterlife, whether they are seen as guides, symbols of transformation, or omens. Creatures have shaped our understanding of the internal cycle of life and death, offering solace, guidance, and the connection to the world beyond our own. Our exploration of cultural beliefs and folklores, rich with animal symbolism. There are stories and beliefs from all over the world, from different cultures. I myself have an encounter with my grandma passing away, and 2 days later I saw her come to me as a dog. I have told that story in my earlier videos, but there's also many strange stories that comes from some of my coworkers that I used to work with. Such as, I was working with this elderly lady who lost her husband, and a few days later, she had a red cardinal come visit her. And the strangest part about this story was she always has bird outside of her house, but just this one time it was completely silent outside. As strange as it was, she had just had this urge to look outside, and when she did, she saw this one red cardinal sitting by a branch, just kind of staring at her. And I'll tell you, this lady is not spiritual, or she doesn't believe in the paranormal at all. But when she saw this red cardinal, she knew exactly, what it actually meant or what it was. And without any hesitation at all, she said, "That was my husband coming to visit me before he went." The cardinal itself had many spiritual meanings, from power to the authority of love and healing. It is considered a sign of good luck and prosperity. And a single cardinal usually means that someone dear to you will suddenly pass away. One of the most recognized symbols of death and rebirth is the butterfly. From their transformational life cycles to their delicate beauty, butterflies have long been seen as a powerful symbol of the soul's journey after death. Their sudden appearances, often in unexpected places, just like the funeral home video before as seen in the beginning of this video. They've also been seen shortly before a person has passed away, or a few days later a person has passed away. Either butterfly or moth, many people do believe that this is their loved ones coming to visit them or say goodbye before they go on to the afterlife. There are many stories out there and many animals that I have not talked about that symbolize death, rebirth, and the afterlife. But whether dark or light, the symbol serves as a bridge between the known and the unknown, providing comfort and a sense of connection with those who have passed on. Whether you believe in reincarnation or not, the idea of our loved ones returning to us in the form of animals is a comforting thought. Until our next journey into the unknown, keep your minds open and your heart curious. And that is all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. And hopefully I will see you guys all on the next episode of Late Night Strange. Thank you everybody, and like always, stay strange.